Who invited these guys?
I'm plotting as we speak. As soon as I figure out a way to get away with it, I'm putting you on ice. I'm putting you on ice. Welcome everybody to the Get Off My Nads podcast.
Well, that's gonna get edited out.
I might just leave that for bloopers.
Shut up.
Shut up.
What do you think about that?
And we didn't even outline what we're just going to talk about.
We didn't. You know what I was thinking about the other day?
What?
I chew whipped cream when I eat it.
Okay.
Do you?
No.
So when you shake the can and you squirt some in your mouth,
But I've never done that.
What do you mean you've never done?
I've never done that.
Who the fuck hasn't done that?
I've just never done that.
You've never taken a hit of whipped cream just to have whipped cream?
No.
Then you're insane.
Yeah, I've never done it.
You're probably gonna kill someone soon.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't put it past me myself. I'm a little out there.
You got to be a fucking serial killer if you've never. Anyways, it feels unnatural to me to fucking just put it in my mouth and swallow it, so I chew it first.
Hey, yo, if somebody edited that, yo, you'd sound like you blow nads.
Well, speaking of nads, I feel like the only two things that you should swallow without chewing is oysters and jizz.
I've never had oysters.
They're trash,
Yeah.
and you're not supposed to chew them. And they didn't tell me that. So
I heard they got like the consistency of boogers.
Oh yeah,
like a loogie.
Think of a loogie that somebody hawked up, and then it just kind of got hard in the sun and shit, and then you try to eat that.
Ew.
Yeah, that's a fucking oyster. Oysters fucking suck. They taste like metal.
I want to eat oyster.
Okay. What a bland statement. Okay. I want to see the sunrise tomorrow. So what, asshole? Yeah.
You know what I need to do?
What, bitch?
I need to go live on IG right now while we're shooting the pod.
For what?
That would be dope. I don't know why I didn't think that.
I'm not that comfortable yet. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
I don't know if anybody's really going to watch it. I went live for like 10 minutes the other day and nobody watched.
You want me to tell you why? Because you suck. What's going on in the world right now?
Trump just cut the Department of Education out.
Why?
Supposedly, it's a waste of money. That's what the conservatives say.
Oh, okay. So let's just.
He wants to give the power back to the states and the local people.
So let's just make more dumb people.
But how about,
because we need more of that.
How about? Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure a big majority of that dude's following are uneducated.
We're gonna edit that out.
But it's true.
Probably, but
no, it ain't probably.
We're not going to isolate ourselves from all Republicans.
That's facts. That's facts.
We're not going to isolate this podcast from all Republicans. Here.
You don't have to do that, but
you do if you say shit like that.
But that is facts.
That might be so, but Republicans are going to.
The poorly educated are conservative. Well, are a big majority of the conservatives. 2
or 3 Republicans watch this. They hear what we said, and they start saying, Don't support this. Don't support that. Fuck those guys. They're liberal. They're liberal fucks.
And then the liberal people that jump on are gonna be like, nah, these guys are telling the truth.
And I'm gonna go like this.
Okay.
One time.
But supposedly the Department of Education, how about that, funds a lot of the kids that like special needs and like and like school lunches and stuff. It funds a lot of that. Because did you know that a lot of people that send their kids to school on a daily basis, they rely on school breakfast and lunch?
Oh no, yeah.
Because they can't because
families are broke as fuck.
Yeah. They rely on school lunch and school breakfast to feed their kid throughout the day.
You got 2 meals right there.
Yep. Boom.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's rough.
And you know what's crazy is that majority of the people that voted for this man are on welfare. They rely on the government's help, and the fact that they got him in office, and now they're getting cut, and now they're feeling the brunt of it. God, I love that.
I've never understood, and I will never understand. Yeah. All right, listen, I've never understood, and I will never understand why middle ground America, your Kansas, your Arkansas, your Idahos, your what have you, why they think that Trump is in their corner. Why do they think that? He's a wealthy businessman that only cares about making money and nothing
from New
else.
York.
From New York of all places. He's a fucking Yankee. You think he gives a flying fuck about some farmer down in Idaho? He don't give a mother fuck.
Yeah.
He don't care.
Yeah.
But somehow he has managed to brainwash all these people into thinking that he's in their corner.
But you want to know something? And this is where I go like down the middle. How about Democrats have lost touch with the reality of the world?
How so?
What they used to really represent was the working middle class, was the people that really like that drove America. Like I'm talking like kind of like you and I. We're not low class. Well, I wouldn't think. we're kind of now we're not upper middle class, but we're middle class. But they've lost touch with the working man. They what they ran on and how they lost was transgender rights and being behind men playing women's sports, and then the whole they went super left, Joe. And the world and America ain't ready for that. We're just not. You gotta slowly move into that direction.
I think one thing that Kamala supported that I know she couldn't backtrack and people were never going to forget is when she said that she would allow prison inmates to get sex change transformation surgeries with the taxpayers' dollars. Even though I supported her, even I was like, the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
That's what I'm saying, is that they've kind of like lost touch with reality, and what the Republicans are running on was more money, less expensive shit,
Speaking of expensive shit, did I tell you this? That I went down to what is that? The food grocery outlet right here in Chatsworth next to the Pizza King. $8 a carton for eggs, my guy. I didn't want to believe. I didn't want to believe it when I
was talking to Omar on the way here, and how about I got this drink and a protein cookie for $9.
I know that hurt.
Nah, life $9.
I'm sure. When I saw $8 a carton, and I bought 2 of them because I eat a lot of eggs. $16 just for eggs. I about fell out. And the lady, when she rung me out, she's like, I wouldn't have bought them. I hardly don't eat eggs. I was like, well, I do. I got to have them. She's like, that's crazy.
It's hard out here for a man right now.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking insane. $8 for a carton of eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Kicked me right in my dick.
It's tough out here right now.
I mean, people are still gonna buy them. So it's not like they could shoot up to 10 and you're still gonna have plenty of people they're gonna buy them.
They have to. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You can't do nothing.
Yo, this is a real serious podcast. You don't want to lighten things up a little bit right here?
How about I was budgeting with Rosie today, and she was like, okay, when you move out and you move in with, whoever, she's like, we're going to lay this out so you can, you can pay this and get this paid off. And she was like, so we came across groceries and food. And she was like, okay, realistically, how much do you spend, a month? And I was like, probably about $200, $250. She was like, realistically. And I was like, I mean, yeah, I only eat once a day. And she was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Cause I can't afford to eat."
Oh my god, son!
And
Jesus.
she died laughing. She was like, "You're fucking with me." I was like, "Nah, yeah, I am." But I was like, "But I really only eat
What
like
the
once a day."
fuck? I try to only eat twice in like one protein shake.
Yeah, I don't eat nothing till about 12 or 1 o'clock.
Yeah, me too.
And how about I have energy, but how about the moment I eat, I get tired. I fucking hate that feeling, especially at work.
You know what's trippy? I'll fast until 12. I've been doing the same shit. And then once I eat, I don't really get sleepy. I don't really notice a big drop in energy. But what will happen is that once I go to eat my next meal, like the hunger that leads up to that second meal is fucking insane, my guy. And I don't know why. I can go from I'll be up early like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'll go all the way to 12, and I'll feel fine. And then I'll eat, and then the hunger leading up to that second meal, it's like I'm fucking going crazy or some shit. Like, I mean, I get a little stir crazy and shit. Yeah.
How about I have to eat a big enough lunch to kind of curb that? Because if I don't, I'll go home and I want to munch on little snacks and shit.
Yeah.
And I'll fuck myself up there.
Just the other, I think it was just yesterday. So I fasted until 12. I ate, no problem. And then about like, I get off at 6, and about like 4:30, 5 o'clock, I was fucking going insane, crazy hungry, yo. I was losing it, my God. And I said, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna wait till I get home. But then I still had to come home and cook, right? And when I got here, I started like, as I was cooking it, I knew I was gonna be like finished here soon. I'm munching on chips. I made a sandwich with Nutella. Fucking, I took a hit of whipped cream and shit. And when it was all said and done, I was like, why did I do all that?
Oh yeah.
Why the fuck did I do that?
I have to eat a big enough lunch to where I don't do that. And how about I'm so hungry by dinner time, I don't even plate my food. I don't.
You eat it right out of the pan like a fucking college dorm student?
I will. If I make a smash burger, I'll make the burger right there. No plate, no nothing. I'll eat it in the pan while I'm watching a movie or something.
Like a fucking broke college student.
Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, it was rough. Fucking dieting sucks.
Yeah.
Dieting fucking sucks, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather get kicked in my nads.
But you know what? Diet. You know what I've been doing here lately? I've been allowing myself more freedom throughout the week. And I'm not saying get crazy, like go buy a fucking Happy Meal or something from like McDonald's or some shit. But I will allow myself to treat myself like here and there throughout the week, so that on the weekends I don't explode like into something. And like by Monday you fucked up the whole weekend, or you fucked up Saturday and Sunday or Sunday.
I'm pretty strict during the week. I get just a little loose on the weekend.
No, what you should try is throughout the week, allow yourself a little something here and there, and then on the weekend you won't be so crazy for it. And you won't enter Monday like, damn, y'all fucked up this weekend. I know I've like put on some like weekend weight, because it happens. But I
don't know if that would work for me, and this is why. Because when I stay in a healthy mindset, I keep going in a healthy mindset. Once I do something bad, my mindset switches to, oh, well, I already fucked up. Let's just really fuck up the rest of the day.
No, I mean, I'm not saying like, okay, like for instance, like if I cook my meal for a day and I'm eating like some ground beef and rice, like when I get home, like I bought those Girl Scout cookies, like I'll allow myself to have some cookies that day. But on the weekend, I won't go crazy like, oh yeah, I'm allowed to fuck up all weekend. Like I'll be more strict, and it's helped me out here lately.
If I sit down and I have like 4 or 5, maybe 6 max Girl Scout cookies, right? I'll look at it like I ruined my day. That right there, what I just did, fucked everything up. So why even try to be good the rest of the day? And then I'll just go fucking ape shit the rest of the day.
All right,
I might fuck around and have some pizza.
All right, no, that's crazy.
And then my mindset will be like, okay, you ruined today. Today's over. You fucked it up. Whatever. Tomorrow's a new day.
Oh no, that's crazy. Oh yeah, I don't just throw my whole day away.
I do. If I do something little like that, it's like I consider that day a failure, and I just like do better the rest of the day. I say fuck it.
Nah,
that's why I can't let myself do that.
I don't do that. I'll tell you what I will. Nah, hey, are we still taking that trip to Oklahoma?
Yeah, I haven't looked at the flights yet, but yeah.
All right.
Fuck you.
I still want to go see Gracie in August.
I still want to do this.
Am I delusional to think I have a shot with Gracie Abrams?
Yes. You are crazy, my guy. You should really get your cranium checked. If you
How about like early this week? I was like, if I don't end up dating her at some point in my life, I failed, and I'll end my bloodline right there.
Let me tell you something. You should really go get your fucking skull checked if you think for 1 second you have a snowball's chance in hell.
I blow up somehow, some way, entertainment wise, and then I land her.
No. Let me tell you something. This podcast sucks. We suck. They think we suck. We ain't going nowhere.
By some slim miracle, she catches whiff of this, and then she asks me for my number.
By some slim miracle, you will escape this room without me whipping your candy ass.
Nah, that's my foolproof plan. Is that when if we go down to Mexico and see her, I'm gonna have a sign right here that says, "Will you marry me?"
And she sees it and she just flips you off.
She sees it and she has security throw me out.
Nah, yeah,
because I'm a fucking wacko.
That guy's crazy. Y'all should really escort him out.
Nah, yeah.
God, that would make my year.
Life,
that happen to you.
I got this like. I sometimes I'm almost like, okay, yo, I'm getting a little too obsessive, yo. I need to let this go.
I know all about that. I mean, it's creepy. It's creepy, yo. Like you start to feel like you legit have feelings for this person.
Yeah,
I did that with Dua Lipa. I talked about it on the last podcast. It's creepy, yo. You don't stand a shot. What are you getting all worked up about? It's fucking weird. It's weird, yo.
Yeah. But in my delusional ass head, somewhere in here, I think it's gonna pop off sometime.
Because you're crazy.
That's
you're
crazy.
insane. That's why.
Somehow, some way, the stars align and I make it.
No. And I don't even know what else to say. Just no.
Yeah. Say I'm the man.
You're not.
I'm Himothy.
No, you're. I don't know. I'm on my brain slow right now. I can feel it. You look tired as shit too.
And punk ass Omar wants to go to fucking Twin Peaks.
Omar is just a fucking. Omar is an average Joe. That's what Omar is.
With a big head.
Yeah.
But he's my dog.
And he's got a big old watermelon head for real.
Yeah. He I don't know. That's like, it's crazy that me and him like fucking phone call every day with no fail.
That is a little weird.
Yeah.
Honestly. So this is basically you coming out to me right now, right? This is what this is.
Yeah,
that's what I figured.
Yeah.
Does your mom know you're gay?
I don't know. I ain't talked to her in a few months. I'll tell you this. I'll sweet chin music you.
You won't either, because I'm gonna do like this, and you'll miss.
You will do none of that.
Yeah, well, like,
no. You'll just take it. You'll take it sweet right across the street.
No, your foot will catch nothing but air, because I'm gonna be like this.
Yeah, then you do that, and that's when I hit you with a tongue twist.
You ain't got nothing for me.
You know what? Let's talk about how everybody and their moms always thought they was going to end up being a rapper at some point in their life. And how, like, every time you went to a party back in the day, you was freestyling.
You did, too. You had a little rap crew and shit.
Yeah, with fucking Cortland and Adrian called YCB.
What's that abbreviation?
I don't even know.
Let's hear this dumb shit.
I don't even know.
YCB. Yeah. Young Crack Babies.
Crack Babies. Me, Adrian, and Cortland. And we were just like, they would throw on instrumentals and we would just, well, I'll tell you this. We would do it off of a computer.
And you saw how that rap group turned out. Like Adrian's a fucking loon, and Fucking Cortland's just the fucking dad of the year and shit. Fucking dad bod.
Cat of the year. And then there's me, just Himothy.
No,
Yeah.
Dumothy.
There's me, just Himothy, with just I shine like a star.
No.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You know what I was thinking about the other day? I don't know what cereal is at the very top of the game. How about I had a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Fruity Pebbles, and I couldn't decipher. I was at odds. There was a war going on in my head.
Between the two, Fruity Pebbles.
Lie.
And I'm gonna tell you why, because Cinnamon Toast Crunch, after a couple spoonfuls, you start to feel like that cinnamon dust and that sweetness like start to build up in your throat, and it's a lot. It's too much. Yeah.
I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. They're good.
Golden Grams, what up?
Hey, Golden Grams. I don't know what it is. It's like it's not overwhelming, but it's like it's there, and it's like,
and then Golden Grams stay crunchy for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Have you ever tried O's?
Oh, fuck you.
Nah, I think they're called Graham O's by Quaker.
Nah.
How about these shits right here will fuck up the roof of your mouth? Yeah.
Oh no, actually, you know what? In a yellow box with red letter. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Them shits right there, they'll put your fucking
Fruit Loops will too.
Nah, them bitches are solid.
Nah, they'll fuck up the roof of your mouth.
But not like O's. Them O's will fuck you up.
Nah.
Yes.
There's one where he's playing tennis with that Bobby chick.
I've seen that. Yeah.
And she's like, are you married? And he's like, he takes an offense. He was like, no, why? And she's like, I'm just asking. And then she's like, have you ever had a girlfriend? And he was like, in my fucking life?
That's a fair question because Bobby looks like shit. Bobby looks like a fucking turd with legs on it, yeah. Bobby looks like shit.
She was like, have you ever had a girlfriend? And he's like, in my fucking life?
Nah, but you know the thing about you know what gives me hope? What helps me get some rest at night is he pulled it off. He pulled it off.
You think some of it's because he's so damn ugly?
Maybe he's so ugly that she found him cute somehow.
Who you talking about?
Kalila.
I didn't know he was dating anybody.
Well, he's not now, but he dated this chick named Kalila for like 10 years. How about she's cute as fuck and she's smart and she's witty. She's the whole package.
That's what I'm saying. Me and Gracie.
No, you idiot.
Yes.
At least Bobby was a famous comedian. What you got?
A cat named Bruce?
Both of y'all just lay up in the house fat and stink all day. That's all y'all do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, yo, when Bruce gets overstimulated and we fight, he fucks my hands up. Oh, yeah.
I said it once and I'll say it again. Fuck cats. I hate cats.
Yeah. I love Bruce.
They're just fucking assholes. They don't, unless they want to be fed or let outside for some reason, they don't give you the time of day. But
there are loving cats. There are cats that are really lovable. Like,
yeah,
really
but the majority are fucking jerks. They're just dicks.
And how do you not like that? That's such a us. Like,
well, you would think because I'm a fucking jerk, but no, I don't need.
As soon as you walk into the crib, they're just like,
that sucks. That fucking sucks. Yeah?
As soon as you walk up in the crib, no love. They're just like, what?
I think scientifically, and I think this has been proven before, cats legit think that you live with them.
No, yeah,
they think that. How
about Bruce has got to the point where if I get out of my chair, how about he goes and sits in it, and I go back and I'm like, yo, and he just expects me to sit on the couch.
They legit think that the entire house is their domain and you're a guest there.
I'm on the recliner, feet propped up. I gotta go to the bathroom. I come back and my man's just looking at me like this, and I'm looking at him like, yo, and there's just like an acceptance there. But I'm just like, I mean, all right.
No. You know what I do? I pick his big butterball ass up and I move him.
I put him in the floor, and he looks at me like, "Yo,
Nah, I'm the king of this house. Fuck that.
king." He's the king, and I'm the prince.
No,
Yes.
he's a peasant servant. That's what he is. I'm the king.
He just sits there royally sometimes with his little hands crossed.
Nah,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Yeah.
You better go sit in your fucking litter box. This is my chair, homie.
Yeah, let's talk about why I'm a bitch lesbian.
Why I'm a bitch lesbian.
I feel like sometimes like, and this may I think this is actually a symptom of a mental issue, like a mental health issue where you feel like
Yeah, you're schizo.
you're supposed to be like famous or something. Or that you have a destiny to be famous or something like that.
I don't think that I'm supposed to be famous, but I feel like, and I've always felt like me being the class clown all through my elementary, middle school, high school, I've always felt like I'm supposed to put that to use somehow. And this might be it. I don't know. Or maybe I'm supposed to take it further, but I feel like I'm just sitting on it and I'm supposed to be using it. I don't know how far it could take me, but
You know what? Like 90% of America's saying right now, join the club. We all think we're funny.
nah, yeah. We all think we're supposed to be something fucking losers.
Why, we can talk. This is gonna be the next subject. Why are people so ready to get married?
I don't fucking know.
How about I was telling Omar this yesterday, and it may be because I was a little bit buzzed. I was like, why are people so eager to find the love of their life? Why? It don't make any sense.
I get why people want to find love. I get that.
No. Let me retract that. It's not that I don't think that. It's not that I don't understand why people want to find the love of their life, but why are you so eager? Because what are really the chances that it goes smooth? How many stories do you hear where everybody has the happily ever after? And I might sound like a pessimist right now, but
No, I mean,
but seriously, like, yo, every girl you talk to, damn near every dude you talk to that's in a relationship, or even married, like, they just seem miserable, yo. They just seem like
the chick is always complaining about the dude. The dude is always trying to spend.
I'm not allowed to go because my girl, my man said so. Nick. Fuck you. Nah, fuck you, yo.
Hey, yo, put it on silent, my guy. You know what I'm saying? You got notifications coming through and shit. Nah, I couldn't agree with you more.
Nah, fuck you. Because you get one chance in this life, yo. You get one opportunity to see things, to experience things. I'll be damned if somebody ever tells me you can't do this, you can't do that. No, you're not allowed to go. Fuck you. Nah, yeah.
I couldn't agree with you more. I'm not a child. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a child. And who the fuck are you to tell me? You can tell me that you don't want me to go do it, right? But I'm the one that's going to make the decision. I'm going to do it whether you like it or not. And chances are that's what I'm going to do. About 9 times out of 10. Even if it pisses you off, I'm going to ask for forgiveness before I ask for permission. Straight up, because you're my girl. I'm choosing to share my life with you. I'm not giving you control over the shit. See what I'm saying? That's the difference. And a lot of people, for some reason, they think, oh, that's my girl or that's my dude now. I can control them and tell them what to do, what they can't do. It don't work like that. Not over here, it don't. Fuck that.
I just don't. I don't. Like, I always think about that scene in The Hangover when he's like, I'm gonna ask Melissa to marry me, and homie's sitting on the bed.
Why?
And he's like, why? He's like, have I not told you or taught you anything over these last few years? And he's got to phone into her every other hour, like, oh, we're doing this, lying to her, yo, lying.
You know, one thing that's always pissed me off? That saying, that phrase, happy wife, happy life. Fuck that. When you're right, I'm going to say you're right. When you're wrong, I'm going to tell you to ram it up your ass. And I don't care how mad you are. If I honest to God don't feel like I was in the wrong, I'm not going to apologize to you just to put you in a content place. Nah. When you're right, you're right. But when you're wrong, fuck off. With all due respect. And it goes, and it's the other way around. It goes, it's a two-way street. When I'm wrong, I don't expect you to, well, girls never do that anyways, but I don't expect you to admit fault just to like make me happy and shit. When I'm wrong, I'll come to you and be like, "Hey, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I know that was wrong. I'll admit it. I'll step up and I'll do the right thing." But if I don't feel like I did anything wrong and you're just in a fucking mood where you want to argue and shit, I'm not here for it. Yeah.
No, that's what I was telling Omar
I'm not
yesterday.
here for it.
I was like, I don't know. A lot of people just seem like it's almost like a rerun of a TV show where you meet somebody and then you learn this about them and you're so about them in the beginning, but then all you're really doing is just finding the small shit that you just don't like about them. And then because you made a connection, you put up with it until you can't anymore. And then there's the fighting and the constant fighting, and then it's just a breakup. And I can't tell you how many times you hear more about she cheated, he cheated, or it didn't work out, we were too different, this and that, more than you hear, oh, we lasted 50, 60 years. You know, this is my.
You used to get more of that. The older generations, a few generations back, you would still catch couples that had been together. They've been rocking together for like 40 years. But now,
see, it was more traditional back then that divorce just was a no-no. If you sign that, if you sign that waiver in life where you're like, this is us.
But isn't that also a little depressing too, though?
No, yeah.
To just stay with somebody just because divorce isn't in the cards because it's not socially accepted. To just stay with somebody even though you're not happy anymore.
Walk the line when June was walking through the store and she's like, I'm surprised your parents still talk to you after that stunt you pulled with da-da-da-da. Marriage is for life. Divorce is an abomination.
Fuck that.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck that.
And then she starts dusting her lip. I will take that duster and ram it right up your ass. Yeah.
When you're happy, stay in it. When you're not happy anymore, get the fuck out.
That's why I feel like I don't think I'll ever sign the paper. If we're gonna get married, I'll do the ceremony, but I can't sign anything. I can't do that.
I won't either because I've seen too many people around me go through the divorce proceedings and shit. Court dates, fighting over this, who gets what, who gets that. Well, we bought that together, so now we got to split it. And then you throw kids in the mix. Come on now. All right, well, how are we going to do custody? You get this weekend. No, I get this weekend. Oh, I get these days. You get those days. Oh, God. Fuck me, yo. Fuck that. It sucks.
How about me when it was like when me and my ex had first started dating, I was at Rosie's and we were at the pool and there was this older dude. You could tell he was like 50, 55. He was pretty well built, yo. He's a pretty big dude. You could tell he gymmed.
Yeah.
And he was just chilling poolside with his little radio. And he was conversating with us. He was like, yeah. He was like, how are y'all? Da, da, da. We was just chatting it up. And he was like, yeah, I usually stay here a few days out of the week. This is where I camp, you know, a couple of days. But I really live in Atlanta. I'm doing commercial real estate. I just sold my house. I just got a divorce. How about that dude look happy as fuck? Yeah. I just got a divorce, sold my house, got a big chunk of change off that, and I'm just living life. And there was a glow about this guy.
Oh, yeah.
He was kicked back in his late 40s, 50s, just had his radio fucking just sipping, just drinking, chilling. Like he had just got out of prison.
There's this Mexican phrase.
Chingato.
There's a Mexican phrase that says, "Es mejor estar solo que mal acompañado," which translates to, "It's better to be by yourself than accompanied by the wrong person or the wrong type of company." And it's true, yeah. Sometimes you're happier by yourself than with the wrong person.
Didn't Grandma tell you to get your fucking jollies off and everything?
Yeah. And I wish I were making it up, but she basically said, no, she didn't basically. This is what she said. She said, especially now that you're in your young years, this was a couple years back, but she was like, especially now that you're in your younger years, you should act like a bee and fly from flower to flower, pollinating the fuck out of these flowers. It don't make a damn. She said, but just make sure you cover up your private so you don't catch an infection out here in these streets. She's like, but live it up, son. Have fun. That's what she said. And she was diabetic, like 80 something, bedridden. Couldn't see out of one eye. And that's the advice that she gave me.
Hey, we sound like a couple hoes right now. Yeah.
That's what I didn't say that. She said that.
Okay, look. Let me water this down a little bit. Not to say that it's not true, but do I want a forever somebody? Yeah.
Me too.
But not at the
I don't know if I believe in forever. I don't think it's gonna last forever,
but not at the expense of my happiness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I meet somebody that I really vibe with, look, we're damn near best friends. And you know what I'm saying? Like it's more than a relationship. Like we can laugh and like make each other like laugh and shit. I'm all about that. But and you're right. You know, it might not be forever, but shit, you might not live. You might die tomorrow, and that was your forever. That was your.
I mean, yeah. Who's to say? Shit.
Oh, Mike died.
No, it didn't. Bitch, I saw it. You still got that green light. Shut up. Fuck you.
What if we're not recording no more?
What if? What about that? What we gonna do with that?
That's good.
Is it? Damn, what was I gonna say? I swear I had something right there on the tip of my eyes.
Keg.
Give
up hope. Look at me. Dreams are for suckers.